Hey guys, day 7 already. Congratulations on your very first week finishing Leap to Lead. What I want to talk to you today about hopefully will make some sense and will resonate with you. Um, a lot of consultants always ask, gosh, how do you balance it all? How do you balance be a consultant, a mother, a wife, all of the other different things that we have going on? How do I balance my school? How do I balance going to my other job? I think, in all honesty, we need to get rid of the word balance because assumes that everything gets the same amount of attention, the same amount of effort, when in reality, that's not at all how it really works out. But we don't want to drop anything to the wayside because everything really is important. The key and the trick is really being organized and being flexible. And that's what I love about Scentsy is because it is flexible. We get to decide when we want to work on it and what we want to do. The key is understanding what it is that we need to do and then fit it into your schedule. So you're going to decide, you're going to look at your calendar and you're going to see when can I do the things that I need to do to get my Scentsy business where I want it to be. The very first thing that I always recommend is looking at your calendar. Create your calendar. So for the rest of this month, I want you to take that calendar out, get a personal calendar for you, and you're going to fill it in with all of the things that your family needs. What appointments they need to be at, extracurricular activities. Fill in anything that is yours, for something for you, something for your significant other, and something for your children, where they need to be at. Fill in all of those times and then be sure to fill in a time for a date night for you and your significant other. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to leave the house. You can just be watching a movie together, but it's your time together. You are not going to be answering the phone. You're not going to be checking Facebook. You're not going to be thinking Scentsy at all. This is time for you and your significant other. Then you're going to do the same thing for your family. Schedule in your family time. Make it a priority so that that your family knows that the reason you joined Scentsy was really for your family or for yourself. And it's not to take away your family time or take away time from your spouse. So schedule in those activities and then look at your calendar. What do you have left open? If you have days, if you have times that you can host or you can do a party, highlight those dates. And then grab another a calendar page. I just simply print one off from my Word documents, and I highlight the dates and times that I'm free to do an in-home party. Then when I go to an in-home party, I have my calendars out there for, I like to take 2 months in advance, and I let people know that these are the days I'm available, that they can sign up for an in-home party. If those dates don't work for them, they are welcome to take a basket party, a catalog party, or a schedule in a Facebook party, and we just decide what's best for them. Or if they can rearrange, the dates that they can do their party and to fit up one of the days that I can do it on as well. So that's how I like to schedule my big events, my parties or my events that I have coming up. If I have an event coming up, I won't schedule any home parties because an event takes a lot of preparation and I don't want to take away from my family time that much. So I will not book parties before or after an event for a while, depending on how long or how big that event is. So start making sure that your calendar matches up with what your family needs and where you need to be with your family. The second thing I want to talk about is filling in your time, looking at the rest of your calendar. When do you have time to work on your business? When are you going to show up to work on your business? The great thing is it doesn't have to be the same time every single day. It doesn't have to be in between 9 and 5. You can do it earlier in the morning. You can do it late at night. It doesn't matter when you do it. It just matters that you do it and what you do. So be intentional. Be intentional with what needs to be done and be realistic with it. Write out 3 to 5 things every day that you can do or that needs to be done with your business. Obviously, when orders come in, top priority is going to be getting those orders labeled, getting them bagged up, and getting them to their customers. There you go. How simple is that? Not every day we don't have orders coming in. So what can you do to be making sure you're making progress on your business or taking your business to the next level. There's customer follow-up. There's just being prepared, getting all of your catalogs, all of your products labeled. There's making hostess coaching calls, talking with your hostesses, letting them know what they can do to have a great party. There's learning about Facebook parties. There's so many amazing trainings that you can listen to that can really enhance your business and to make you, kind of work smarter, not harder. And so scheduling time in to listen to a call. There's our live calls that you can always listen to, or else you can just tune into one of our recorded calls, and they only take about 20 to 30 minutes, not very long, and you can get some really valuable information. So the key really is being organized, knowing what it is that you need to do and knowing when you're going to do it. So looking at your calendar, schedule in the time. When can you devote time to your business? When can you do your in-home parties? When can you, even if it's just putting in a power hour, but being really concentrated on what you're doing. It's not looking on Facebook for an hour. That's not working on your business. You're working in your business. You're just reading. There's some very, very valuable information and some great tips and great resources out there. But in all honesty, you can get that in about 5 minutes. And then you've got a whole 55 minutes left where you can be really productive in your business, where you can be making samples, and then more importantly, getting those samples into the hands of people who can try it and who can become potential customers. Or a way to follow up with your customers is by giving them samples. So thinking of the things that you need to do in your business and really focusing on that time to work wisely in your business. So the key points that I want you to hopefully get from this is understanding that there really isn't a balance. Certain things are going to require more attention at certain times. Of course, you're going to have to give more time when you're doing a Scentsy party than when you're not, because you're going to be gone out of the home doing that. But it's being organized and being flexible throughout your day so that you're not, your family doesn't feel like they're being neglected, that you don't have to worry that you are neglecting your family. You don't feel that you are, that you don't have to feel any regret that you're leaving them, but you know that what you're doing is going to be helping them, and you feel prepared and you've given your time to them so that you can take this time away to be doing your Scentsy parties. One thing also that I want you to know after you're getting yourself organized is also setting yourself some boundaries, because I know with Scentsy, it's fun. It's so much fun. There's so many great things that you can do, and there's always another great idea out there. But guys, please set boundaries for yourself. Know when you're working and know when you're not working. So if that means, shutting off Facebook so you're not looking at all of the great ideas in the different groups. I mean, they're so great, don't get me wrong, but there's so much out there, and don't be neglecting your family. Don't be neglecting necessarily your friends or even yourself, giving yourself something else to do, your hobbies, something that, exercising, whatever it is that you can do to take for yourself some time for you. So make sure that you're setting boundaries of either letting customers know when they can't call you, like when it's your family time, or even like party times when you're not going to be doing parties, and also your team members, letting them know when it's work is done, when there's no more, when it's your family time. Also, one little tip is creating your workspace and your family space. I know when I first joined Scentsy, we didn't have a lot of extra room, and so I had to use like family closets. I didn't have an office, but I used a back closet in the farthest part of our house that I would store all of my Scentsy products, my Scentsy materials, so that it wasn't taking up our family space. It wasn't taking up our kitchen table. It wasn't taking up a part of our dining room or anywhere. I just tried to keep it so that it was still a business and it wasn't interfering with my Scentsy or with my family life. That's one of my tips is trying to keep yourself organized enough, even if it's in a shared space with your family, keeping it in an organized, neat place, kind of out of the way, so that it still is like a business and it's not overtaking your family or your family living quarters. And please, 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 I hope you realize that family time is sacred time. And then when you have it written on the books, when it's in your calendar, you're going to make sure that you are giving your time to your family and you're being there, you're being present. You're not being a Scentsy consultant right then. So those are my tips for helping you feel like you have a balance, that you're not giving so much of your time to your Scentsy business, but when you are giving your time to your Scentsy business, you're giving 100% effort to it, and then you can turn it off and you can go and be with your family, or you can go and be with your friends, you can go and focus on school. So those are my little tips, and hopefully there was something in there that was helpful for you. Bye-bye.